It's the Moiraine show. What's going to happen to Moiraine? Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a few days, but I had to drop my kids off with their mother. And now I am free to go full ham on all this Wheel of Time nonsense. We got San Diego Comic Con coming soon, and hopefully I'll be able to cover that. That's going to be, interesting, we'll say, right? Interesting, I think, is a good word, because I'm sure maybe we might get a trailer at that point. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they don't have a trailer. Who freaking knows? It's the screen that I'm on is freaking me out a little bit because Rosamund Pike's eyes are like burrowing a hole into my soul. But enough joking. I do want to say real quick, thank you for being here. I was actually looking at my analytics over the period I was gone, and I was quite happy to see that I couldn't believe, and thank you, but my viewing demographics, I couldn't believe it, is 60 to 40% male female, and that made me very proud, and thank you very much for watching. Now, I do have to say that 30% of you are not subscribed, so come on, help a guy out. Alright, so enough of that. This one's going to go out to my members, Vic Rattlehead, Daniel, the man, and of course Unbearable 73, Matt, who may or may not have scared off a certain YouTube group that he may or may not have made up. But it's all good fun. Thanks, Matt. Thank you all for being members for so long and supporting. I do appreciate it very, very much. On to the video. Enough of all that stuff. Thank you very much, everybody. And here we are. Moiraine. It's more Moiraine. It's more Moiraine because Moiraine is the main character of the Wheel of Time, isn't it? Now, Screen Rant is, well, let's just put it out there. Screen Rant doesn't really give a crap. They're just throwing up a bunch of crap. Many of the articles I've read from Screen Rant and others like Salty Traveling Sea or the White Cloaks have read from Screen Rant. Half their information is wrong. Half of it, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They get names, places wrong, and everything. Now, can I blame them too much because this show is a complete mess and everybody thinks Shadow Logoth is the White Tower because they use the same set, as for one example? I have a hard time blaming them because, they're not paying much attention, let's be real. Not many people are paying much attention to this show because it's a pile of rotted fruit, I guess. I don't know. It's bad, right? It's bad. But as we're leading into that date, Comic-Con, because Wheel of Time is at Comic-Con for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess there were Wheel of Time comics. More and more news is coming out, and a lot of it seems to be centered on, well, you know who. It's everybody's favorite. It's the main character of the Wheel of Time, Moiraine. I don't know if you can hear the sarcasm in my voice, but yes, not the main character. Shouldn't even be in this season of television. She has no story to tell in this season. But of course, we're gonna tell all the lies we tell, and we're gonna, take 3-4 episodes and tell some nonsense story about Dave Staymar and Carrion, and waste a whole bunch of time that's unneeded. And people wonder why I don't like this show. Well, I'll be clear why I don't like this show. I want this show to look something like it's named after. And the more and more you deviate and do this stuff, the more and more it doesn't. So, in this one, we are talking about the huge clue that Moiraine is not stilled. Now, I am going to say, I'm going to try and be careful. Again, Screen Rant doesn't give a crap. There are spoilers for the books in here. So, this one goes out to my Jacob Ironsides and my Nerdporial Lifeforms and anybody that's just starting to read The Wheel of Time. You lucky people that are getting to discover this world on your own through the books, not this show. Through the books or the audiobooks by Kate Redding and Michael Kramer, not the audiobook by Rosamund Pike. Gotta keep saying it. There are spoilers in here for future books. So I will try to stop before I get to that paragraph and put up the spoiler tag and take it off when it's down. But it is a pretty major spoiler, so just be careful, tread lightly. And I will make sure to go slow and put that spoiler tag up. But here we go. So she has seemingly lost the ability to channel, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. The telling sign of Wheel of Time Season 1 finale creates hope that Moiraine to keep her ability to channel, what the fuck, in what looks like a surprising deviation from the source material. It's not that surprising if you're paying attention. I'm not surprised. Are we surprised? Anybody surprised? All my fake friends in here? No? Nobody's surprised. Nobody's surprised. I'm not surprised. Jimmy John over there, he's not surprised, but I'm going crazy, I think. Seemingly lost her connection to the One Power at the hands of the Dark One. The Dark One? Yeah, okay. Well, the Dark One is a big, giant pussy. And I wouldn't be very scared of him. I don't know if they really think he's the Dark One or not. See, this is where things get confusing. I don't understand if they really think he's the Dark One or not. I don't know if he's supposed to be the Dark One or not. I don't know if he's Ishmael. I don't know. Who knows, right? They haven't done anything to make it clear who the fuck the used car salesman that has a cry off with Rand at the end of the series is. But yeah, so the One Power hands of the Dark One, given how integral it is and how the Aes Sedai live their lives, not being able to channel would be tragic, life-changing. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to put the spoiler tag up here because this is where we're going to get into it a little bit. So please be careful. I'm going to continue in 3, and I'll take the spoiler tag down when I'm done if I can. If not, I'll just scroll back up and take it off, okay? So 3, 2, 1, I counted the wrong way. Here we go. A female character being stripped of her ability to channel is called stilling, but in Robert Jordan's, yeah. But while Moiraine losing the One Power certainly isn't outside the realm of possibility in terms of the lore, it is certainly not something that we expected to happen in the story, of how her story plays out in the book. After all, Moiraine has more stories to tell in the Wheel of Time that will require further use of One Power. Since it's known from the books that a cure to being stilled will be discovered later on, there's a strong chance she could be healed, and when the opportunity arises, alternative healing, blah, 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 blah. So we all know, if we're paying attention, she's not stilled. Okay? It's not a mystery. Now, it would be a mystery to anybody that doesn't know the books, because who knows what the fuck happened in that last scene. So of course they don't explain anything. It's just nonsense. So if you're not a book fan and you saw it, you'd be like, what the fuck just happened? Is she dead? Can she, why would you know? Because it's not made clear. It's very confusing. They have a cry-off while Moiraine threatens to kill a young boy, and then in I guess a good guy move, Ishmael saves his life. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Moiraine sort of looks more like the bad guy at this point. So it's pretty clear, okay, that she's not stilled, or she's not stilled. So, Screen Rant's catching up here. So Moiraine was most likely shielded from the One Power. Now, this is the part of this article that pissed me off. Okay, so Moiraine claimed she couldn't feel the One Power, but that doesn't mean it's gone. Closer expression of the weave that rendered Moiraine powerless supports the notion that she was shielded, not stilled. I'll have to look at it because whatever. No, I don't think I have the power to look at it. There wasn't a shockwave of energy emanating from Moraine's body when the... So, correct me if I'm wrong, in the shit show, wasn't the whole point of the whole shockwave with... I thought it was because he was trying to break out of the shield. Or are we saying that every time you still somebody, there's going to be a giant shockwave? Because that's ridiculous. That's so silly and stupid. Like, I'm sorry, it's like boom, a big shockwave just because you've still severed somebody's connection. I find that to be completely silly, and I didn't sort of. Is that what happened with Logain? Is that where the shockwave came from? I thought he was channeling, and that's why when he was in the midst of channeling, and I thought that's why there was a shockwave when they stilled him. I thought the Shockwave was it Shockwave. I thought the Shockwave was when he broke out. I don't remember. I don't care. I don't care enough to look either. Whatever. It doesn't matter. The Dark One, who is believed to be Ishmael in disguise. Why you would know that from the show is beyond me. You wouldn't, because I don't even think the show mentions Ishmael. I don't know. The Dark One, who is believed to be Ishmael in disguise, moved his hands after completing the weave as if he just tied a knot. Curiously, this is exactly how shielding works in the books. See? We follow the books. Like, right? It's exactly how it's done in the books. He does this. He does a little, and it's tied off, right? That's how they do it in the books, right? They do a little shimmy, and then there's, it's locked, right? That's how they do it in the books, right? See, we read the books. We're following the books. We know the motions made to cut off shielding, right? This is the shit that keeps popping up in these articles, is they keep trying to equate things they're doing to things that happen in the books when it's not true. It's just not true. And it's like, maybe they make like, who cares? Who cares? The big sign should be that she's oh god. There should be no sign, right? They don't give you an idea. Of course they're meant to be like, "Oh my god, she can't channel anymore." And then the big reveal in season 2 is, "Oh, she can. She's just shielded." Which, if she's shielded, I think they come up with it here later anyways, is that shield's going to, even if it is Ishmael putting the shield on, I don't remember if Ishmael is supposed to be talented in shield weaving or not. He has to knot it, which, he made his finger gestures, which means that eventually that shield's going to break down, even if it's the best shield ever made, and she's going to be able to channel again. Or maybe that's what her soul story is trying to find Rand, so Rand can untie these knots. I don't know. Or she could just not be a pussy and attack the knots and try and break out herself. But, I don't think she... We'll see how much she likes pain, I guess, right? The biggest point from this whole article, okay, and I'm going to take down the spoiler tag now, and we're going to look at this. Ugh, it's going to pierce into my soul again. The whole point, the whole thing that got me irritated about this is one, it's more bullshit information about Moiraine, and I don't give a crap, about Moiraine, but obviously the show, I was wrong. I thought they wanted Egwene to be the main character, and I don't know if Rosamund Pike's agent got a hold of the showrunner and said, "Look, she's your headliner. You're paying this money. Her contract states this. It needs to be the Moiraine show, aka the Rosamund Pike show." I don't know if that's what's happened or what, but it is clear. It is clear there's going to be so much Moiraine in season 2 of The Wheel of Time, especially when she shouldn't be there at all. That's why you don't cast an actress in a leading role. For a headlining actress, an A-list, B-list actress, whatever you want to call Rosamund Pike. That's why you don't cast her in a role where the character has limited screen time in several books. Because guess what? You have to compromise your story, which you're doing, to fit her in there because she signed a contract and she's your headliner. Okay? I know she's just trying to work, but that's why I still think that her signing on is probably the worst signing for the show, because she's in a B tier character that is going to require A-list time, and that's going to take away from all the characters that we need to see. We should be seeing accomplish stuff, whereas she is not accomplishing anything on screen. Anything she's doing, especially for the Great Hunt, is off screen, and they're going to cut everything from the Dragon Reborn. Mind my words, the Dragon Reborn is in there just to fuck off Rand. So, I guess we'll see. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you again very, very much for watching. Please consider becoming a member of the Dragonsworn. I would appreciate it so much. It helps me make the animations and other things for the channel. Everything you guys give me goes right back into the channel as much as possible. I'm trying to create some cool things for everybody to see. But thank you again, and until the next one, keep fighting the fight. All hail the Lord Dragon, and we'll catch you soon.